Going out of business. One of the stores that will be shuttered will be the one in Joplin at 2639 East 32nd. The off-price retailer specializes in home and lifestyle products. They've been in business for 49 years. One man shot dead, a woman seriously injured following a fatal deputy-involved shooting on the Ozark, Missouri Square Friday afternoon. The man killed, identified as 52-year-old Travis L. Bullington of Sparta, Missouri. A deputy from inside the Christian County Courthouse shot the man. The woman who was wounded listed in critical condition at a Springfield hospital. A child connected to the two is now in protective custody. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. We'll see clear skies with lows in the upper 30s tonight. Sunshine, upper 60s for Tuesday. Sunshine, low 70s for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
41 in Miami, 30 in Pittsburgh, 39 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
It's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Joplin Royal Height, Mrs. Cooper's class.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page to click on the button to find out how to upload your audio.
Well, Brettman had a winner for the Secret Sound on Friday.
That means we've got a brand new secret sound and something new we're going to be doing with this new jackpot to tell you all about in just 19 minutes.
Here's Corey Kent
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Good morning.
Guess you could text your pledge to us too and we could read it back.
All of it. Okay.
The sound was water going down a drain. Sink drain.
Sink drain.
Yeah,
Sink
said
specifically.
Water going down a sink drain.
We had some folks that were
So close.
so close, right there.
People
toeing the
say
line.
like a dishwasher drain or a toilet drain, and we're like, that's not it.
That's not
So,
it, yeah.
Had to be a sink drain. So the guy got it, which means we are going to take the remaining money, $440, not as big as I had intended, which so bad. I was here at 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning.
Oh, no.
Re-recording voice tracks because I had said...
Yep.
It was so close, too. It was like we put the remaining money in there, and I'm like, no, it's got to mention that we had a winner. So I had to go through and redo. There's about 8 of them.
Oh, my gosh.
So
Megan says, that was my next guess.
yeah, okay. So we've got a brand new one, and this one is just going to be guess till you win.
Yep.
So who wants $440? I know it's not 1,000, but I will take it.
Yeah, no joke.
It's a good amount.
It's a couple of bills to knock out right there.
So we're not going to focus on the amount. We're just going to focus on this is it. All the money's in there. Guess till you win. We will be giving a hint definitely this weekend, if not before. We might do one in the middle of the week. I don't know. I haven't
Oh, get
decided.
a little crazy.
Yeah. So, and it'll be an obvious hint. So as we get ready to wrap this up.
Oh, the I just got my base camp latest activity thing. Yes, I'm available anytime. Was from Mark. Can you meet later this morning to review?
Why are we getting that?
I don't know. That's so
The
weird.
review, did he say what he was reviewing?
It's under the title of new podcast.
Oh, to review MJ's new podcast, the new podcast, and Joel's, I think. So he may be wanting him to meet with us to review the process, which is not convenient for me because I've got music scheduling stuff to do. Got to check with me before you.
Maybe it's just something he wants to touch base with them about. So how was everyone's weekend?
Says you cannot find my ping about the new podcast. Okay, so let me go back and do a screenshot for him. I don't know. I'm pretty sure
It was long, Kathy. Looked like you were busy putting in a bunch of orders and things. We had a fun weekend this weekend.
Heck, you were here when I did that ping.
Yeah, I was.
And it's not showing it anywhere. How does that happen?
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, nothing. I did it, but it doesn't show it at all.
So just never sent, I guess. That's so weird.
Nice.
And you got the art. Awesome.
But I'm getting everything else. A lot of stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't.
It was windy. Yeah, we were in the hammock for a little bit, but it was way too cold.
I don't know.
It's so weird. We actually went to the mall this weekend. And it was a little bit sad.
Isn't it?
Because it's like closed, closed, closed. Open
Okay.
has one employee. Closed.
I just sent him another one. Oh, there is no history on pings.
There should be. You should have a whole thread. What the heck?
No, I just... Weird.
It's so strange. We let the kids do the VR stuff there, which they loved. Oh my gosh, Beans, when it first started, she was like, oh. Like the look on her face was hysterical. She had no idea what was going on, but it was great. So they did that, and then we got a bunch of new shoes and stuff.
I went to Springfield. We listened. I had to pull over the vehicle Friday night because we were listening to a podcast coming back, and I can't remember what part we were listening to. But my buddy almost peed his pants. It was so funny, and it was just the combination of things.
What podcast was it?
I can't remember. We listened to like 3 of them, and there was like the one, and I kept doing the same joke over and over throughout the whole deal. We listened to the coffee one.
Oh, our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, which podcast is so fun? Oh, it's ours. I'm catching up. I'm with you now.
Anyway, we had to pull over because he already had to go, but that pushed it over the edge, and we literally had to pull to the side of the road, and he jumped out of the vehicle, and he's like, that was scary. I almost went in my pants. He goes, it was just, we can't listen to stuff like that. It was that funny. It really was. I was laughing.
Was it naked in my bed? Or
No, it wasn't one of those. It was one of those that I keep kicking to death, like that. And every time it come up, he started laughing harder and harder. He couldn't breathe. He's like, you've got to stop. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX 708.
Sunshine in mid-60s this afternoon. It's 39 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 14 minutes.
So Brett had a winner for Secret Sound on Friday. The big question everyone's asking is, well, what was the sound, right?
The sound was water going down a sink drain. And we had people that guessed toilet drain, dishwasher drain, and things like that. But it had to be water going down a sink drain because that's what it was.
Right. So that means we've got a brand new Secret Sound this morning.
And we've got something new we're doing with the rest of the jackpot money we will tell you all about in 11 minutes.
Here's Luke Bryan.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Check video status on website.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
write that
Thank
down.
you.
Yeah.
See, I'm like, what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not playing. So our video is supposed to be
What the
up
heck? It
automatically,
was.
but it's not. I can go activate it, but it's not doing its automatic thing. So, I don't know. That is weird.
Dorinda says, I knew it, but could never get through. Well, maybe this next one.
Okay, it's on now. I think. Do I have to hit update? I think, yeah. was supposed to automatically update
Right.
and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you do edits.
Oh, there it is now.
Yeah, I put it on there, but it's not doing it automatically like it was.
Right.
I'll just leave all that up so I don't forget all the other stuff we have to manage.
Don't forget to take down the Brooks and Dunn banner.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We did a whole bunch of haircuts and stuff yesterday. So the boy, I cut his bangs off, and then Beans just got a trim for recital this weekend. And then Kyle's been rocking the mullet for a long time, and he was like, Jen, I want you to do whatever you're going to do with my hair. Do something different. And so I started messing with it, and I was like, I don't feel, I want to chop everything off, but I don't feel comfortable doing it myself. So we went to the salon so I could watch the stylist do it so then I can do it at home. So he has no mullet for the first time in 3 years. But he looks great. Oh, don't do that. There we go.
I think Jason's getting very close to having the live chat working. I see his work that he's done on.
Oh, really?
He's building frames for the chat and stuff.
Awesome.
That was on April 14th, so it's been a while. But
Progress, though. Forward motion. And then I was telling Randy earlier, he's always told the story about his parents and the sirloin stockade making like the orgasm sex noises or whatever when they ate. So we went and got
disgusting.
we went and got Mexican food yesterday, and the folks in the booth behind us, shortly after they got their food, the noise is coming from that booth. It's like, don't even look over there, kids. You have no idea what's really going on. But they were thoroughly enjoying their food. And I had never actually heard anything like that in person before. It was hilarious.
He said that was the first he had heard about it. That's when I asked him about the desk a couple weeks ago and said I'd pinged. But the ping thing mysteriously disappearing is really suspicious.
Yeah, it is.
What happened there?
It's so strange.
It was just gone. And I just did a ping, so I don't know, and he's not responded. So
Is it
I
still
sent
there?
an email saying, "Hey, I just pinged you. Is this working?" So
Right.
I've not heard.
Good morning, Pam
Love
Costy.
taking
Morning,
care of all
Jimmy.
this, though, while I'm doing a show.
Right, it's great.
Has something changed on the video that we weren't let know about it popping up automatically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why it would just stop doing that.
Weird.
It is.
Found it.
The last one you sent?
Now I'm finding the thing about the 7 a.m. tonight.
Mm-hmm. I painted a pedal car for my kids this weekend. Bubblegum pink, ready for the competition this weekend with Sarah and Osage Beach. Good morning, Stacy. I had no idea that there was a pedal car competition. I had one of those growing up. It was yellow. It used to be bright yellow, and now it's like faded butter yellow. Yes, someone did guess the secret sound on Friday, Taylor. So we've got a new one starting here in just a few minutes.
Yep. We're going to hear it for the first time. Should we play the old one? I'd left it the other night thinking, we may want to play that.
I think we should. Do we need to put another bed in after the first one? Okay. Okay. We'll have to be economical.
Yeah.
20 seconds. And we got a seg here.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We've got your first chance of the week to get some of the secret sound right after Sam Hunt.
Brand new secret sound for you to hear, too.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yes, water going down the sink drain. Go. There we go. Okay. Good morning, Lisa. Happy May Day.
Are we supposed to do something with a pole? And there's supposed to be some streamers or something? Oh, guess what? Okay, we were talking about stuff over the weekend. So
Yeah.
I did that. And then I went on Saturday evening and watched Greg play football.
Yeah, how was that?
That was interesting. Okay.
Any good way?
Well, okay, so it was, first off, it was in Aurora, Missouri, which I'd never been to Aurora before.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora is south of Mount Vernon. So where you turn there in Mount Vernon, you know, on off I-44, you go south and it takes you down to Aurora. Aurora's a little town of about, I don't know, probably 10,000 people, maybe. And it was in this park. So they were actually playing on a baseball field out in the outfield. So they only do a 50-yard field.
That's it? That seems so little.
Sometimes they do a 100-yard, but it's usually in bigger stadiums that they do. So in these little small town deals, they usually do a 50-yard field, which that right there changes the whole dynamic of the game, of course. But then, and they are, full regaled uniforms and everything, all going on. They've got officials and everything. The other team was from St. Louis, and numerous times there was so many fights breaking out between the teams, between the team owners, the coaches. The real drama was between all of the drama going on between the two teams. I mean, they were threatening to go to their cars and get their guns.
Oh, my God.
So we left before the fourth quarter was over, but I'm like, this is stupid. It was so dumb. The officials were
Is there like a rivalry between them? Or
No, it was just attitude, bad attitude. I don't think they'd ever met or played before together. They just really, really bad attitude. Most of the players on the teams were good sports, but because of the vociferousness of the ones that had the bad attitudes, it more than made up for them. So it was ridiculous. There were some injuries.
Greg's okay?
Yeah, it was cold. So we left. And then we went and ate at a Mexican restaurant in Mount Vernon, which I was talking to a friend of mine who's from Guatemala, and he said, well, that was a real Mexican restaurant you ate at because most of the Mount Vernon Hispanic community is from Mexico. I didn't realize this was a thing either. We'll come back to that. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 39 in Joplin.
And we will give you a look at the weather forecast for the week in about 5 minutes.
So Brett had a winner on Friday with the secret sound.
That's right, he did, and they won $427.50 by knowing this sound was water going down a sink drain.
I totally hear it. Sounds just like that.
I mean, what else could it be? A lot of things, according to you guys. So, that means we have one secret sound left, okay?
Right.
One left, and we're taking all of the money and putting it into this jackpot. So $440 in cash could be yours if you can be caller number 5 and tell us what is this sound.
What do you think?
623-1025. Tell us what that sound is, and you win all of the money in the jackpot.
From the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
I never even got past that part. So focused on what I was talking about. Hi there, Morning King.
Caller number 1, try again.
Hi, Morning King.
Caller 2, try again.
Hi, Morning King.
Caller 3, call back.
Hi there, Morning Kings. You were calling number
Call
4.
4.
Keep trying. Hi there, Morning Kings. Who is this?
This is Julie.
Julie, where are you from?
Julie from Joplin.
You are caller number 5. Woo! All right, Julie, you've got $440 in cash that could be yours.
If you can tell us what is this sound?
She says starting up a weed eater.
For $440, that is not it.
But we're going to give you another chance to guess and win with MJ at 11:20. Just not awake yet, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Just aren't paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah, did you hear anything that we said earlier? No, probably not.
Wait, go back to the other one. I think I know that one from last week.
Now that you've said it.
You got 49 seconds.
Oh, day. I feel like O'Dear was wanting to come out and K2 at the same time, and they were fighting.
Oh, day.
And both of them kind of went through the door at the same time. Oh, day.
Oh, day. 20 seconds.
Really unbalanced mics today.
What gives?
I don't know. Just like here. It's like that much difference.
4 seconds. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for cash. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We're looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the secret sound jackpot.
Julie from Joplin.
You are caller number 5. Woo!
Yay!
All right, Julie, you've got $440 in cash that could be yours.
If you can tell us what is this sound?
Oh, is it starting up a weed eater?
She says starting up a weed eater.
For $440, that is not it.
Oh, day.
But we're going to give you another chance to guess and win with MJ at 11:20.
Okay, thanks.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. No, unfortunately, we've already had our 5th caller, and they've already made their guess. Them are realizing it.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Sky.
So anyway,
Morning, Romelda.
I didn't realize this was a thing, but apparently different Hispanic nationalities congregate in different towns around the area. So I didn't know, like down in Springdale, Arkansas, it's mostly Puerto Rican. Carthage is mostly Guatemalan.
Mm-hmm.
I think I knew that, but Mount Vernon's mostly Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Oh, you ate that was real Mexican food." I was like, "Is there a difference?" He goes, "Could you not tell?" I was like, "Yeah, we noticed that it was more cheese, more jalapenos.
Mm-hmm.
The shells were a lot different than what we're used to. You know, if you eat El Charro and stuff like that, you're really sampling Guatemalan style food."
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that was the thing. Made us sick as dogs.
No.
Yeah, both of us. So, hi there, Morning Kicks. Hello.
Hello?
Goodbye. So then Sunday, where was this all? Oh, yeah, Sunday. I finally got around to opening my mail, and I got.
Yay.
Can you see? Jury summons. So starting May 9th, I have to appear in the Jasper County Courthouse for a jury. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I broadcast live from the jury? You think they'd let me go?
They
if I
won't
did?
have any problem with that. It'll be fine.
It's my right. It's freedom of press.
They're
right?
calling again.
Whoa. Got that. Hi there, Morning Kicks. It's Randy and Jen. What can we do for you? No, it is not. We just did our secret sound at 7:20, and we're going to give you another chance to guess and win at 11:20 and 4:20 today.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You've got to be 18 to play and win. Just letting you know.
All right, you're good. I'm 21.
You sound like you're 12. So. I will tell you. Yeah, I will tell you. On this last secret sound, we put all the remaining money in on it because we're so close to the end. So this will be the last one.
All right, okay, thank you.
Good luck. 12. Factual.
I mean,
she knows it.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so I have jury duty. But I should be able to do that, right? Unless they sequester or they block the media from appearing at the courthouse.
Megan says, don't y'all have press badges?
Press badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
We don't need those.
She doesn't know that reference, though, by the way.
We don't.
What would that do for us? I mean, once they find out that I'm a member of the media, they know this already because on the profile for my jury deal, it shows that I am a member of the media. So I don't know if they're just not seeing that or if they just don't care. I can make them care, but I might, I mean, I don't want to be a butt. Rough jeans are prohibited.
What about nice jeans? Friendly jeans? You're not even a little bit excited?
No, not at all.
You could be sitting on the next big breakthrough case or something.
Well, here's the thing about, I mean, everybody knows how jury service works. If you are seated for a trial, you were there for the duration of the trial, no matter how long that trial lasts. My window for service is from May 1st to June 29th, so 2 full months. But
That's a lot.
any time during that time, I could be chosen for a particular trial.
Do they just call you in the morning, or how does that work? How much
Well,
heads up
they
do you
send
get?
you this first, and then they give you a time. It says, you must call the following number prior to your jury duty. This recorded line is updated to the status of the jury trial. Please listen for the date and jury assembly room number you were summoned for. You can call this number daily after 5 p.m. after receipt of your summons. Please call this number the day before your service to confirm that your appearance is still required. So I have to call it on May 8th to make sure that they still need me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a recorded line is all it is.
Jimmy says, maybe you'll know the person and get out of it.
I don't know that necessarily gets you out of it just because you know who they are. Yeah, there has to be justifiable bias to get you out of it. That does not mean just knowing the person.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of misconceptions about what gets you out of jury duty.
Yeah.
In fact, let's look that up and see what. And this varies from state to state too.
I know that if you will experience financial hardship,
Yep.
you can get out of it.
But you have to show
phone
that
call.
through a number of records, and it is quite lengthy.
Not
and
in
involved.
Kansas.
This one, you have to show why you would. You have to show first your expenses, all of them.
Oh my gosh,
Your
really?
dependents, all of them. They want your tax returns,
Oh,
and they want
geez.
pay stubs from Missouri. All of this stuff was outlined
Wow.
in the original deal that I had to sign. So they first let me know about this about a month ago. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Hi, good morning. Hey, on the Secret Sound on Friday,
Yeah.
I was the last caller on Friday, and I guessed the sump pump, and he told me they were going to put it all into a Monday's jackpot.
Well, here's what happened on Friday, actually. He had a winner before he spoke with you. A lady guessed that it was water going down the drain. And then we did take the remaining money after we gave her that prize. We took the remaining money and put it into one big jackpot, which is what we did this morning with our new secret sound. So we have a brand new secret sound for you to guess at 7:20, 11:20, or 4:20. But you have to be the fifth caller to make a guess.
That was weird because, like I said, I called on Friday, and I was the last one at 4:20, and I actually was on the radio there and guessed the sump pump. And then he said that they were going to put it all in a big jackpot. It was going to be $800 and some on Monday.
What time was this?
It was 4:20 on Friday. I'm almost certain of it. Surely it wasn't Thursday. No, but he said he was going to put 820.
Yeah.
Or the pot was going to.
Well,
Well, that was the last guess on Friday. Was still the water going down the drain.
Huh. Well, I don't know what happened in the miscommunication there, but he sent me a text on Friday saying I had a winner. I've got it.
That is really strange because I really guessed it at 4:20, and I guessed the sump pump. And it was the same one, the same sound with the water going down the drain.
Oh, okay. That may have been. It may have been. Oh, that's Brett.
337 is at 420. That means he did it. That was probably Brooks and
Just do
Dunn
me
who
a
did it.
favor and check into that, will you?
I will, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Holy cow. So when he
Hold on.
said I got the last winner, he didn't tell me what it was for. So, well, we may just be going. The good thing about this, we may have $800 and some in the jackpot,
Hold on.
but we've already given the answer.
The last pair Brooks and Dunn was given away at 3:35 on Friday. Dang it.
Stupid freaking Brett.
Jimmy said she was listening too. She
He
didn't think that a winner.
is my struggle. Holy cow. We look like such idiots because of this.
Why would you say it?
Hold on. Holy cow.
Morning, Floyd.
All right. Well, we're going to say we had a winner. Actually, we had a loser, and his name was Brett. So I think we just move on with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there are people like Jimmy and unfortunately this guy and a few others who knew what the answer was and heard that, but it's minimal.
Right.
So we're going on with it. I'll just put all the money into it. Well, the good news is the jackpot is 867 because of that. Holy cow.
Morning,
We're in
Randy.
the communication business, and this is what I have to deal with.
Right.
Wow. I had the last winner. I should have asked, but I shouldn't have to ask.
Why would he tell you that for concert tickets?
Did I ask?
Do we ever? Like, that's not
I don't
a
know.
thing that we do. That's not a conversation we have. "20 seconds. We're doing a seg here.
Well, I just. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
I have a lot of feelings about the movie that I had to watch this past weekend for Jen's movie rehab
And we'll talk about it right after Jimmy Allen.
on KIX 102.5.
I mean, almost every year we have some sort of a flub up with it, and it's always through a miscommunication from Brad.
Have a great day, Sheila. Because she said, "Oh, geese."
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's exactly what he did, Jimmy. So, yay. So, if there's any consolation of that, instead of $440, it is $800 and... J-Dub said, listen on my way to work. I was already so happy that we moved back, and now this has just been the store-bought icing on the cake. Betty Crocker sauce. Okay. I'm going to say, who is this? So, this is kind of a big deal, I think. So, for years, there's been speculation about the stain on the wall.
Right,
I was talking about this last night. J-Dub was the cause of the stain on the wall. It was confirmed last night in a conversation I had with him. The reason I'm saying that is because he is coming back to KIX.
Yeah.
Starting this weekend, J-Dub will be on the air in the overnights. He will be our new overnight guy going forward. And he starts officially in the weeknight overnights on Monday. But he is going to be on Saturday and Sunday nights. So he starts training this week, and we're really, really excited to have him back.
So what's the stain?
Well, that's a blood stain. It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm letting him know that we're talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
KIX 102.5, the four states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 737.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 39 in Joplin.
And we will have a look at the weather forecast in four states news in 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, when did you realize that you had turned into your parents?
What were you doing? What were you saying that made you realize, oh my gosh, I am my mom and dad?
You can call or text us those stories at 623-1025.
But first, there was a new movie for...
That's right. So this past weekend, because unfortunately, before coming to KIX, I had never seen a movie before. This past weekend, I had to watch Stand By Me.
So, since we're trying to supplement her movie watching inventory, what she has seen before in the past, this is a must-see one. Couldn't believe you hadn't seen it.
I can't believe I haven't seen it either. It was so good. I loved this movie so much. I loved the friendship between the four boys. I loved their each individual little storylines and watching them just grow and come to terms with something really big that's going on in their life. The ending, I hate the ending though.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just kind of...
gosh, it was so upsetting. Like Chris Chambers finally, he did something with his life. He did the college courses. He became a lawyer. He got out and he died, which was so disappointing. But oh my gosh, the symbolism, knowing that that's River Phoenix, was a really, really interesting, just like, oh my gosh, kind of chilling in a way.
If you know what happens to him later in his story,
Right,
yeah, that could definitely affect that.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Stand By Me a 9. I really enjoyed it. It paced really well. It was interesting.
How many 9s have you had?
Oh my gosh, 3 or 4 at most. Not very many 9s.
So this is pretty good. Stand By Me. And it is one of those iconic must-see movies that epitomizes Stephen King's storytelling. And oddly enough, it was never a novel. It was a short story.
Which is crazy to me. It could easily be a novel. I feel like the storytelling of the movie is wonderful. And the boys, I could not believe that these are children and they are acting so well.
Yeah, the best part is the leech part, of course.
Oh, that one gave me the heebie-jeebies. The leech is all over, and then he looks in his pants, and he's, oh, no.
You will never swim in a creek ever the same after you watch Stand By Me.
So I watched Stand By Me this past weekend, and I'll get another movie to watch on Friday.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Our buddy Forrest Hodghill, broker by Real, can guarantee to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or he'll buy it. Contact Forrest to see if you qualify.
Whether you're buying your first home or you're an experienced real estate investor, the right real estate agent makes a difference.
Trust Forrest Hodghill to make your move a success. He knows how to negotiate the highest price possible in the least amount of time.
And he spends thousands of marketing dollars to get your home seen by thousands of qualified buyers.
And his expertise will make the process smooth and stress-free, so you can move on with no strings attached.
Or for total convenience, Forrest can give you an instant offer on your home.
Definitely.
Contact Forrest to see.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And even though it's a bunch of kids, it's not a kid-friendly movie. It definitely has adult themes, I would say. It was just so well done.
Yeah.
So well done. And for 4 boys who had never known each other before. Go. For 4 boys who had never known each other before this, you could feel the camaraderie and the friendship that they shared, and it was awesome. And they all had such interesting stories. You had Vern, just little quirks about them, like Vern who buried the thing of pennies and could never find it.
I'm trying to, Jimmy. There are so many things from outside this room right now that are trying to steal my attention that I'm having to say, no. I've got Brett. I've got a weather computer that doesn't work. I've got issues on the website. I've got this, and they're all trying to get my attention right now. So I'm saying, stop. So I'm stopping all that. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think for a minute. Let me think. 42, 50, 8 minutes. It's not enough time to do a contest. Oh, and the mics are still on. So we're trying to figure out, too, because of all of these things trying to steal attention, literally, Parker McCollum moved right by us. So I'm wanting to put it off. Let's do something else.
Okay.
Let's just do something else. And what that something else is, I'm going to work on for the next few minutes, and that's all I'm going to work on.
Okay.
Nothing else. I wish I had time to do that song this morning.
I was just thinking that same thing.
Okay, we're going to do RAH.
Okay.
Trying to get rid of some of these things that are dated.
Chipper Monday?
Wait a minute. The NFL draft happened, finished over the weekend, right?
Yes.
We could apologize for your team's first round pick, although that's kind of dated. First round was on
Thursday.
Yeah, so never mind. Never mind. That's all old information. Really, really need to get to the bathroom.
You got time. Where did it go?
And respond to that. So. What we can do is, and it's going to require us to shift our gears, but we are going to do Parker McCollum at like 9 o'clock and give the tickets away at 9:20.
Okay.
I know that's not what we wanted, not what we intended, but that's what we're going to do to put us back on schedule for the rest of the week.
It'll still work. Morning, Carol. And it
And this is why I can't seem to get my air checks for Forest Dodge Hill this time period. Got to really look at some things about this hour.
Just went over to Facebook to see, oh, no, you didn't. No, I want a ham sandwich. I've never been lucky enough to see something in a piece of food. Like, what, didn't someone see Jesus in a slice of toast or something at one point? It's Princess Diana and the ham. I want to see if there's a picture of this. Oh, here we go. Here it is. What? Okay, if you want to go look at it, there is a link to look at the picture. I don't see it. I don't think it looks anything like Princess Diana. I don't understand. I get more alien vibes myself, like with the big head. I definitely don't get Princess Diana vibes at all.
Princess who?
I'm looking at that picture of Princess Diana.
Oh, the ham? Yeah, I saw this.
It doesn't look anything like Princess Diana.
At all.
Maybe an alien with a big old head or something, but not Princess Diana.
You wish it looked like Princess Diana. It does not look like Princess Diana.
Who you playing? I was also saying I've never been lucky enough to find faces or anything in my food. Like, wasn't there...
Lucky? Wait, whoa. Let's read. I question your definition of lucky.
I think it would be cool to find a face or something. You open up your potato and, oh, look, it's Leonardo DiCaprio in my potato.
Take a bite out of that. Let me put that in my mouth, please. What the heck? No.
Wasn't there a toast that looked like it had Jesus on it or something at one point?
Millennia of toast that have had Jesus on it. Thousands and thousands of toast and other faces and other foods, yes.
Chipper Monday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to sell our topic,
Yep.
and then we're going to say, you know what, we've got a few people we've got to recognize this morning for the important role they play in all of our weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not just bam off into it. Let's set it up a little bit with some color.
No, Emerald Lagasse. Emerald Lagasse?
I don't understand the reference.
Bam.
Oh, I got you. No, let's.
Seasoning guy. Megan says the outline of her, maybe.
I don't see it. I do not see it.
Like, looking at it close up and far away. Nothing. Oh, wait a second. Far away. Okay, hold on. I turned my head a little bit, and now I actually kind of see it. Up close, absolutely not. But that could be, I don't know why it has to be specifically Princess Diana. I don't think it's that. But someone actually tried to pay her $50 for it. Luke Bryan tickets are next week. I want to see Luke in my ham sandwich. Would you be able to eat it if there was Luke in your ham sandwich, though? I'd take Morgan Wallen in my ham sandwich.
He said, I didn't have a name on the sheet. I was like, you rarely ever fill out the sheet.
Right. 20 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country morning KIX 749.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 40 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 11 minutes. Plus, we've got to look at 4 states news.
And in the next hour, we want to know, when did you realize you turned into your parents?
623-1025. What were you saying? What were you doing that made you realize, oh my gosh, I'm my mom and dad?
Like for me, it's when I started wanting to watch the news and, hey, quiet over there. I'm trying to watch the news. I got to know what happened. That's when I was like, oh my gosh, I'm my dad.
You can text or tell us at 623-1025. But before we go any further, you know what? There's a certain person that I think all of us have to deal with on the first day of the week that we need to recognize for the great role that they play in all of our lives.
You know, the people who are just a little too happy to be around on a Monday morning.
Yes, we need to celebrate the
incredibly chipper, the incredibly upbeat, the incredibly loving of life and vivacious person that you know the person I'm talking about in the office. You walk up to them, oh my gosh, happy Monday, it's so good to see you. How was your weekend? And you're like, I haven't even had my coffee yet.
We usually identify them as Jen Fox, but the Mr. Chipper Monday morning person that they are.
This station presents Real American Heroes.
Real American heroes.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker.
Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker.
To the rest of us, Monday represents the end of 2 days of freedom. But to you, it's the start of a new week, new beginnings, a day of optimistic opportunities for making the world a better place.
Say happy Monday one more time, I'll punch you.
What the heck are you on anyway?
Are you sure that's coffee made in your coffee? Yeah.
So when the one-man glee club greets you with, "Who's a Mr. Monday grumpy head?" try to resist the urge to throw him in a wastebasket and kick him down the stairs, because he's just Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker, a real American hero.
Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker.
See you next Tuesday, loser.
Men use the glitter to catch fish. Wait, what? You can catch fish with glitter?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I
You want to
have-
give us some backstory there?
I'm so confused. Megan said fishing and makeup go hand in hand. Both include glitter.
Oh,
Men get upset when their wives spend so much money on makeup. Wives get upset when y'all spend money on fishing gear, but it's one big circle. Men use the glitter to catch fish. Women wear glitter to catch the men who catch the
okay.
fish.
So have you never seen lures? They're sparkly. They have to be sparkly to catch and refract light.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Like the rubber worms that you use, they have sparkles in.
Oh, they
on
do?
them.
I didn't know that. I'm going to Google glitter lure.
Just do fishing lure. You'll see it on anything. They're all sparkly.
That is not a fish. Oh, it's like a little rainbow. Oh my gosh, that is not a fish either. Happy Monday indeed, Jimmy. Okay. You would probably frame it if you found Luke in your sandwich. I don't know that I could ever frame food. Like when Patrick Mahomes had his limited edition cereal, Kyle bought a box and he was super excited. And I was like, we can't just keep the food in there forever. Keep the box, but not the cereal.
Today is Hug Your Cat Day. Oh, yeah.
Why does
I didn't get to watch much television. I had been determined. I was like, I'm going to go watch Stand By Me, too. But we did not have time to watch Stand By Me, unfortunately. So I did watch, got caught up on our series, which was the last thing we heard him say, and a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the only things. We watched the new season of, I can't remember the name of it. It's on Netflix. It's the story about the kids with the deer. They're half animal, half humans. And I don't know. We're watching it because there's nothing else on, but it's not that great. Second season is kind of lame. It just drags on and
they're
on.
half animals?
Yeah. What is
Is it animated or is it real life?
His name is Gus, but they call it something else. No, it's, well, semi-animated. So it's a real live action story.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember the name of it. Let me see.
What kind? I was just looking at Google Images, Floyd. And like every fifth or sixth one was not a fish.
There are some new things coming out. There's a new series called White House Plumbers on HBO, which is changing to Max when I see ads about it all over the place.
Sweet Tooth?
Sweet Tooth, that's the name of it. Yeah, and the first season was pretty decent, but the second season is like, ugh, really? And then there is a new series on Amazon called Citadel that we started watching, and it's got, what's her name, Paprika Chopra? Not Paprika, it's something similar to that. She's Deepak Chopra's daughter. And
Priyanka?
yeah, Priyanka is her name. Priyanka Chopra, Paprika. And then there is another guy, I forget the guy co-stars with her. He's actually Scottish, but he's playing an American. And it's about this clandestine spy agency called the Citadel.
And she's in this movie with her husband, Nick Jonas, right?
Nick Jonas?
Yeah.
That's not Nick Jonas. No.
He's not the lead in it. He's just...
Is he in it? I never saw it. I've not seen him in it. It's got Stanley Tucci in it, who is a little annoying with any role he plays. Anytime they give Stanley Tucci a role that is too present, he becomes
No good.
really annoying because his acting's a little over the top and fake.
Did you like him in Hunger Games? Richard
No.
Madden, by the way.
That's the other guy.
Yeah.
So, and it's when it started, I'm like, oh, the acting in this is going to be awful. But as it went on, it didn't get any worse. In fact, it may have improved a little bit. The storyline got a little bit better. It's a little far-fetched, but kind of like watching a Cocaine Bear series. It's that level of believability acting, and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's in the spy world. So it wasn't too bad. There were 2 or 3 episodes of it on Amazon Prime. So if you have Prime, you can watch that, Citadel.
Citadel.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
And Rabbit Hole? Oh.
Rabbit Hole.
Still good?
Still good, still awesome, still mind-blowing. By the time it got to the end, you're like, come on! Because it's just one twist after another. In fact, all the way through this episode, they have you thinking that one of the guys on the Rabbit Hole team, on Kiefer Sutherland's team, is the bad guy. He's not.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of Kiefer Sutherland, he was in Stand By Me. He was Ace.
That's right.
Oh, my
Played
God.
the butthead.
He is really good in that role.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh, he's freaky.
So he had another role around that same time for Lost Boys, which was a story about a bunch of teenage thug vampires.
Uh-huh.
That he was really, really good in.
I've always wanted to see that one. That's where Cry Little
it's-
Sister, the song is from that movie.
Yeah, teen angst and all that good garbage all through it. It's pain. It's really, for an adult anyway, who has kids who's had to deal with that. It's like, shut it off already. But at the time we all watched it when it came out, it
Yeah.
was, oh, they understand me.
I want to watch it. Is it on the list? You know?
No, it's not that great of a movie,
Ah,
really.
Really?
But, I mean, you can put it on there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that great. I don't think it's that iconic.
It was vampires before
Vampires
Twilight did it.
Cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like an early Twilight. Really is.
What came first, The Lost Boys or Interview with the Vampire?
Hmm.
And
I would
Lestat and all
think
that.
Lost Boys, but I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Lost Boys. Because Kiefer Sutherland was a teenager in Lost Boys.
So then probably because Brad Pitt
Pitt was a teenager in Interview with the
Oh,
Vampire.
he was a teen. Really?
Yeah, he was very, very, very young.
I don't know. He was that young.
I don't know if he's a teenager, young adult,
Yeah.
but still.
1994.
1994 for Interview,
Yes.
and for Lost Boys would have been in the mid-'80s.
1987.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, quite a bit before.
Okay. Topo's the hour. Gosh, we've got like almost 3 pages of movies. All right.
You did get my email Friday about the secret sound, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure. Did I not send him? I just sent that to you and MJ.
Me and MJ, yeah.
That was it. Okay.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. We'll see clear skies, lows in the upper 30s tonight. Sunshine, mid-60s again for Tuesday. Wednesday, a little bit warmer with sunshine and highs in the low 70s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
48 in Monette, 43 in Pittsburgh, 46 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Later this morning, we're going to be giving you the chance to win tickets to see Parker McCollum in concert. He's going to be at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion on Friday night. So be listening for us to tell you when to text and win your tickets.
But right now, we're talking about the moment you realized, oh my gosh, I'm turning into my parents.
What were you saying? What were you doing that made you realize I am turning into my dear old mom and dad?
Call or text us to let us know at 623-1025.
Here's Russell Dickerson
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Oh, Romelda said she got out of jury duty.
How did you get out of it, Romelda? Yeah, a lot of people do get out of it, but you got to have a justifiable reason.
Yep, Willie Nelson turned 90 yesterday. That's right,
Yep.
too.
They're celebrating with 2 different concerts at the Hollywood Bowl on 2 consecutive nights he's doing as part of his birthday celebration.
That's awesome.
Yay, I got out of jury duty. How? Yes, Brad Pitt went to Kickapoo High School.
Really?
Also lived in Nixa, Missouri. Yes, he grew up there. I've told you about the interview I did with him. During Meet Joe Black. He came home. We found out that he was at home. I have a friend who lives in Nixa who contacted me and said, by the way, if you want to track him down, he's in Springfield for the premiere of that movie. They're going to be doing it. He's going to be making an appearance. And I'm like, really? So I knew his parents owned the Home Depot in Nixa. So I did a little research digging, found out the home number, contacted him, and pretended to be part of his agency. When I talked to whoever it was, a sister or somebody on the phone, they put him on. And I ended up talking with him. He cussed me up one side and down the other. But
I bet.
But he did the interview.
Uh-huh.
And he was very polite during the interview. And at the very end of it, I went off. So I learned these underhanded techniques to get to celebrities and stuff aren't worth it. I remember he's like, call me every name in the book.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do your interview. But if you ever, he threatened me and stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry about that. Yes, okay, I shouldn't have done that. We did the interview and everything. When we got off the air, I went to the phones to say, once again, I click.
He's like, no.
I'm like, all right. Shouldn't have done that.
I'm having surgery in July. Remember?
Oh, well, that's a justifiable reason, yes.
But I thought this was through June.
Maybe her time period is
That's
different
true.
from mine. Megan says, I read my Bible and try not to be a conspiracy theorist. The firmament and space travel. What are you talking about, Megan? The firmament and space travel.
What's
And did we
firmament?
Really, firmament is Earth. You got to remember the Bible is not a science document. It's not what it's for. Oh, I am so worn out already. My day's not even started.
Yeah, it's still early.
Just sometimes feels like you're being assaulted.
That was a lot.
It was.
That was a
Just
lot.
From 6 o'clock until 7:30 was just like an assault. May 1st to August. Wow.
Wow, that's a long time.
I'm having surgery next week. I wonder if that could get me out. No, it's this week. It is this week.
It is
isn't
this week, yeah. Yours, because ours are back to back. Oh, sorry, Jill. Oh, nope, I did not want to close that. Yeah, I love our most recent podcast, though, the coffee one. It sounds great. There was one that I was listening to. What one was it? I don't remember, but it was the Jen's movie rehab version of it, part of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. What were you saying or doing when you realized you turned in your parents? Jessica says, because I said so, or maybe we have food at home.
We have food at home.
Yes.
A lot of these are things you say to your kids, but it doesn't have to be.
We had both Stephanie. We had a couple people text tickets this morning. That's a habit. We've got it ingrained in them after a week or two.
Steve Martin and Martin Short have revealed The Only Murders in the Building Season 3 release date. I don't like that show. Nothing ever happens.
I've never even heard of it.
Show.
What is
It's
it?
What is it on? This does not tell the platform it's on. It's on
Hold on, 4 seconds.
maybe HBO? Maybe that's... KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 46 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're wanting to know, what were you saying or doing when you realized that you turned into your parents?
Doesn't have to be something you said to your kids either. It could just be
Right.
something that your parents did all the time that you find yourself doing and realize, oh my gosh, I am my parents.
Call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's Little Beers on Me.
Dirks Bentley on KIX 102.5.
Yesterday, I was like, my mom, you don't hurt. I don't see no blood. I don't see any blood. Shake it off. Oh, my gosh. I realized that was my father as well when one of the kids came up and was like, I hurt my arm or something like that. There was no blood, no scrapes, nothing. I was, do you want me to chop it off?
I was sitting here thinking
Oh, my gosh. It drives them crazy. No.
So on Tuesday, they've got a King Charles, the Boy Who Walked Alone documentary coming out on Paramount. That is pretty desperate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have a great day, Romelda. The boy who walked alone. You can say that again.
It is cold.
It is freezing.
I mean, it's like ice.
Did you close the vent? Is it already closed?
It's already closed. We need to open those blinds again.
Is the sun past, you think?
More. Oh, no.
Enough?
So Reddit has a deal kind of like, you remember the kid myth you believed that we did?
Yes.
Did we do those recently? So they've done kind of the same thing. It's the biggest lie you believed when you were a kid. We call them myths. They call them lies. I love this one. I was an only child, and my mom told me that chocolate was just for women. She would say this while eating all of my Easter and Halloween candy. This one says, our family was poor and lived in a house where the ceiling plaster had bowed so much that it curved downward, bulging out. My dad told me that there was a World War II bomb buried in the ceiling. I believed it for years, and it absolutely terrified me.
Oh. Like it was going to fall and they were going to explode. Morning, Becky. You can say that again, Amber. Not nearly enough coffee today.
As a little kid, my dad told me there was a Greek god of sex called fellatio. That was the first time I had heard that word. Then, freshman year of high school, I took a mythology class and asked the teacher in class
Oh, no.
why we hadn't talked about fellatio. You know, the god of sex. I got a nice little talk after class.
Yeah.
I believed that you needed a license for children's party. That was the reason I never had a party when I was little growing up. I was told you need to get a license from the post office, but there was only a certain amount available for that area.
Aw.
Hey, if that works. When I was around 5 or 6, my mother, to stop me from messing with the buttons in her car, told me that the hazard light button would blow up the car.
Oh.
I was understandably terrified of it until I was 13 and really realized how ridiculous that notion was. When I was 5 years old, my father told me the chicken nuggets at McDonald's were made out of cat paws.
Oh, no.
My mom told me when I was little that I couldn't touch tiny baby animals like kittens, puppies, and birds because the oils in my hand would rub off on them and make them sick. Turns out she just didn't want me to death grip them with my little toddler hands. My dad got sick of hearing or having to listen to the kids shows I watched as a child, so he told me that the Power Rangers and Barney died in a car crash with Princess Diana, that I couldn't watch them anymore.
Aw.
That's my favorite dad in the world right there.
Wasn't there a show that Lauren, Blue's Clues, right? You said she was
Yes.
very upset over when it ended.
When Steve, well, it didn't end. Steve
That's
just
right.
So when they got a new host, she was, I mean, it affected her behaviorally. Not that
Mhm.
she began acting out or anything. It's just you could tell. She didn't cry. She didn't get weepy. She just got very quiet over a period of about a week.
Mm-hmm.
Just very, like, don't you want to watch Blue's Clues? No.
Aw.
You know, it was that kind of thing. It really hurt her, and the way she reacted was just not to talk. She just kind of shut down.
Did she ever warm up to Joe?
No, she never watched it again.
Really?
Never watched it again.
Wow.
She was about 3, so this was a little disturbing to watch her handle it. I mean, not well, but like an adult would handle it not
Yeah.
well, you know?
Yeah. Oh, today's school principal day, by the way.
Oh, great. Yay.
I had a principal once who, during lunch, we were all really confused because we weren't going out for recess, and no one would tell us why. And so finally, the principal was walking by, and I was like, "Excuse me, miss," I don't remember what her name was. Why can't we go out for recess? And she came up and started pinching me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Bees. There's a lot of bees on the playground right now." Okay. It was so bizarre.
We had that annoying principal when I was in elementary school, Mr. Masner, who when he would come around to class, we all had to say, "Good morning, Mr. Masner." And he'd just sit there and smile at you creepily, kind of like an ochre and go, my, isn't that just nice? And for whatever reason, he came around. I could not stand him. He was slimy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the one we had in high school.
Did
Our
you have one
principal.
principal in high school?
Yeah.
We had 3.
Our school,
It
my
depends on the
graduating
grade.
class had like 30 people in it.
That's a lot. We had over 1,000, but our freshman class had over 1,600. We just lost that many kids.
Yeah.
Not like they died.
Where did they go? I don't know. We lost them.
A lot of them dropped out. Did I mess it up? 1752.
You're going to need both those.
Okay, we're good. I did right.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, today's also Batman Day,
I'm Batman.
or as Ben Affleck likes to call it, Don't Remind Me Day.
Yeah.
And it's Dandelion Day. The only weed celebrated about as much as the other weed in this country.
I watched the Winona Judd special about her mom.
What'd you think? Uh-oh.
It was weird. It was awkward. And it was all about her. Winona. It is an interesting study into how these people, celebrities, after a certain amount of time, they become so good at self-promotion that they are incapable of having something not be about them. And totally get it. I've seen myself do this kind of behavior, and it's hard to become aware of. You spend so much time self-promoting that it's really difficult to realize I'm doing this or how to overcome it, especially when you're good at self-promotion, which is what makes you popular. So even though this was supposed to be about her mother, it became all about her, and it was all of people commenting about her, and it was awkward anyway because she's big now. And then her sister, the actress Ashley Judd, came on there with her once. She looks like she got into a nest of yellow jackets and had a bad reaction to them.
She had a terrible accident, didn't she? 7 seconds. Yeah.
I don't know, but I know the plastic surgery didn't take. KIX 102.5, the 4 states' #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Chris Jansen with Done.
On KIX 102.5.
I'm pretty sure she had a bad accident.
It did not take. She looks horrible. Doesn't look anything at all like her. And she's gotten big, too. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but still.
Yeah, she was in a really bad motorcycle accident. Shattered her right leg.
Did it destroy her face?
During a hike. Did it destroy her face?
Did it?
No.
I have a feeling that she just is one of these people who indulge too much in plastic surgery, trying to look young forever.
Yeah.
And it's not good at all.
Wow.
There were some good performances and stuff on it, and Winona still can sing really, really well, which is great.
I'm looking at pictures now.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, I bet she got I don't know why this is a thing. You get this part of your cheek like hollowed out. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
what
then
it looks
they
like
have
she's got
these
done
implants
here.
put in up here. Yeah, it looks ridiculous.
That's what she's got going on. It looks like that. And then it looks like they took all the skin here and just pulled it up.
She's doing too much, but I'm afraid if she stops, it won't be good. What do you mean, Megan?
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it.
So tomorrow we're going to be trying to settle the age-old argument, which we revisit every so often. Which you think is better, dogs or cats? Of course, you're going to say
Dogs.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more of a dog person too. But I understand there's a lot of people who say cats, who like cats. And having watched the relationship between my daughter and her cat, I'm like, all right, I can kind of get it. Even though it was entirely one-sided,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's where she thrives, is in one-sided relationships. So,
Kyle's mom has 5 cats.
oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm.
So you can come at it from that viewpoint. Why? What the heck?
I don't know.
I bet that smells great.
Got 30 seconds.
Yeah, man. Okay, so dogs or cats, which one and why? People, this very polarizing topic. Plus, we'll have more Parker McCollum tickets. And unless someone wins it and we don't find out about it, we'll have another secret sound chance for you at 7:20. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jan, 821.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 46 in Joplin.
We are going to be giving you the chance to win tickets to see Parker McCollum this Friday night at the Walmart, Arkansas Music Pavilion.
So keep listening for your chance. We're going to let you know exactly when to text to win those tickets.
But in the meantime, we're talking about when did you realize, what were you doing or saying when you realized you were turning into your mom and dad?
Yeah, you can call or text us to let us know at 623-1025.
My mom has 4 kids. I have 3. And when I realized I was becoming hers, when I would go through the line of my children till I got to the right one.
You rattle off their names.
Oh, yeah, like Roy, Junior,
Yeah.
Betty, what is your name?
And don't lie to me because I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
623-1025. When did you realize you were turning into your parents?
When I was telling teenagers to pull their pants up.
I don't remember my parents telling me that. Maybe when I was potty training, all the way up to age 14.
You and those depends.
Yeah. Well, they're always telling my friends, pull your pants.
Pull your pants up. When did you realize you were turning into mom and dad?
I realized when I was telling my daughter to stay in and out, pick in and out, coming in and out from outside.
What are you trying to air condition the outdoors?
I know, I remember always saying it. No, I caught myself saying it the other day.
My dad used to say to me, were you born in a barn? And I said, I knew you weren't there.
When did you realize that you had turned into your parents?
When I tell my kids, you better quit crying or I will give you something to cry about.
Oh, my gosh.
I hear it as they say it.
My dad used to tell us that all the time. And my kids do it now. And I'm like, if you don't quit crying, I will give you something to cry about.
And
I'm
suddenly
like, oh,
you
God.
realize what that all means.
I'm my dad.
Yeah. Dads are so generous, too. They're so giving. I will give you something to cry about. You can have something to cry about. I will generously bestow that upon you.
When did you realize that you had turned into your parents?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. I should finally go pee. Oh, wait, we haven't gotten off the video yet.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So have a great rest of your Monday.
Bye.
Great rest that it is. Bye.